Welcome to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, for Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Anaheim Angels and the New York Yankees. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Physiak. This, of course, is the Wonder Dog, Rex Hudler, and it's always fun to come to Yankee Stadium with all its history and tradition, but it's even more fun to bring in a winning baseball team. And the Angels, the first team in baseball to 22 victories this year. They've won 9 straight, despite all the injuries they've suffered in the last week. Steelers batting order for Mike Scioscia. He'll go with David Eckstein, then Sean Figgins. Vladimir Guerrero will play right field. Troy Glaus remains the designated hitter, still coming back from those shoulder problems. Jeff DeBannon will be in left field because of the injury to Jose Guillen, who is day-to-day. Casey Kochman filling in for the injured Darren Erstad. Benji Molina bats 7th. Then Shane Halter in for Glaus. And Adam Kennedy will bat 9th. The Kragan starting pitcher for the New York Yankees. He's 39-year-old right-hander from McIntyre, Georgia, Kevin Brown.
Kevin Brown, he's going to bring a heavy sinker to his opponents, the Angels. Slider, curveball, changeup, big curveball. But let me tell you, Brown's a tough competitor. Not many of the Angels in the lineup today have faced him before. It's outside of Guerrero and Glaus. Those guys have more at-bats against him. But he's a guy who's going to bring ground balls when he's on top of his game. He'll throw them. He drops his arm angle down a little bit. You know, he tries to use both sides of the plate and north and south of the plate to get guys out. Brown will likely work him away here.
And he does strike out David Eckstein. So Kevin Brown, who came into this contest with 28 strikeouts, gets his 29th of the Angels leadoff bat. And he cracks this one into shallow center field. On comes Kenny Lofton, and it will drop in front of him. A base hit for Sean Figgins, and this will be a tester for New York and Jorge Posada, because this young man has 9 stolen bases already this year. Well, here is Vladimir Guerrero, and he rips one in the alley left center field. Figgins was going. He will score easily, and Vladimir will have a 2-base hit, and the Angels take the early 1-0 lead.
Mike Scioscia missing a couple bats in his orders, not going to mess around. He knows that it's going to be important to get on the board early against these Yankees.
And Glaus hits one high in the air and deep to right center. And the Angels have jumped on Kevin Brown for a 3-0 lead.
Angels. Front office people here, everybody's here to see this early display of power. Half of the G-force is in.
Big guns. Your veterans come through early. Here's Jeff DeBannon. DeBannon sends one to center field, and that will drop. And the Angels have touched Kevin Brown early for 3 runs and 4 straight hits. A single, a double, a home run, and a single. And they're going after him early in the count.
Brown making mistakes. Angels aren't missing it. It's that simple. He's up in the zone with everything. His sinker usually is down at the knees or in the dirt, but he's trying to, too hard maybe, but he's lifting them up.
First big league game, and then took a breath. That ball is popped in the air, shallow left field. Hideki Matsui will haul it down, and Kochman will have to wait for his first major league hit. DeBannon does not go, and Molina sends it to deep short. Jeter has it, gets the force at second base, but the Angels put 3 on the board. It's started by Guerrero and finished by Troy.
What a shot. Power.
For Joe Torre. He will lead things off with Kenny Lofton batting second. Derek Jeter, who's been in a season-long slump. Alex Rodriguez, last year's MVP in the American League, hits third. Then Jason Giambi, Gary Sheffield, Jorge Posada, Hideki Matsui, Ruben Sierra, and Miguel Cairo. The Kragan starting pitcher for the Anaheim Angels. Just turned 28 back in April from Caracas, Venezuela. Kelvin Escobar.
Kelvin's going to be featuring that fastball, slider, changeup, curveball, and a split finger. He's got 5 pitches he uses. Bud Black, I'd like to see him just hone in on the job, just to not let the Yankees back in this one.
Lofton hits it in the air right field. Vladimir Guerrero has it for the first out. The jack-in-the-box defense for the Angels, who have made 20
in spring training with them as a special hitting instructor, so it's not foreign to him.
Jeter cracks it into left field for a base hit. Devannon over quickly to hold him to one base. He has been coming out of it 2 for 5 on Sunday, including a home run to dead center in Oakland.
The way you get out of a slump is you hit your way out. He was out here early at 3:30, 4 o'clock, taking extra batting today.
In the top 5 in on-base percentage. Jeter does not go, and A-Rod belts it to center field and deep. Figgins racing back, and he pulls it down. Jeter back to first base.
Figgins, nice first step jump. That's what he needs.
And he does. Kelvin Escobar with a big strikeout of Jason Giambi, the hottest Yankee the last couple of weeks, and the Angels take their 3-0 lead to the second.
Nice splitting. Early in the season at third base, but he's settled in nicely.
And he sends it right back up the middle off of Brown, picked off by A-Rod. His throw is just in time.
With players, and that's one thing that Joe Torre does extremely well.
Ground ball second base, picked off by Cairo, and Kennedy is the second out. Seems like Brown more down in the strike zone in the second than he was in the first.
That's right. You got to catch a guy when he's off kilter in that first inning, just like the Angels did. They got 3 on the board.
Struck out swinging his first at bat. And he pops up the very first pitch he sees to right field. Sheffield takes care of it. Brown comes back after giving up 3 in the first with a 1-2-3 second. Rowe look about them. And Sheffield hits it high in the air to center field. Sean Figgins is there and makes the catch. Well, we told you about the 4 Angels regulars who are out, but that's not talking about Brendan Donnelly. Brendan Donnelly has been out rehabbing, but
Mike Scioscia's team has been incredible, and it's been tested early.
Kelvin Escobar gets his second strikeout.
Kelvin's looking very comfortable right home, and spent another week in spring training before they got to play another game was very unusual for them.
Escobar with a sharp first 2 innings. The Angels will take a 3-0 lead to the third here in New York. Guerrero swung at the first pitch and doubled, and Figgins scored in the play. That is lined down the left field line, and Figgins keeps it going.
Watch out for 3.
No, he'll stop at second base.
That ball takes some funny caroms down both lines here in Yankee Stadium. Matsui now very familiar.
And he belts this one high in the air, and racing back and pulling it down is the center fielder Lofton. Tagging at second, going to third is Figgins.
Guerrero didn't quite get it all there. Certainly, if he did, it would have been way out of here. Some respect by Brown.
Well, he punches it to the second baseman, and Cairo's coming home, and Figgins is out.
Tough pitch by Kevin.
If they get one injury to a starting pitcher, they're in trouble. That pitch is way high and outside, and Devannon is tagged out by Jeter as he slides by. And, oh, excuse me, it's Gloss, and Gloss saying I wasn't touched. The second base umpire says he was.
Might have tagged him on his hands. Throw was up the baseline, but Gloss is saying he missed him. Never touched him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Pod Players, where
Mike Scioscia to play in tonight, but you know, it scared a lot of people when he got.
Kennedy takes a base hit away from last week's player of the week, Ruben Sierra.
Right around that zone.
He does walk. First walk by Escobar. And the Yankees have been turning it around, as we knew they would. I mean, many picked them to win the American League East this year over the Boston Red Sox, who really reloaded.
Right up there with the Dodgers, who had a successful road trip.
Cairo goes. Lofton checks his swing on ball 4, and trouble for Escobar with 1 out. He has walked the next 2 batters, Cairo and Lofton, and here comes Jeter. 5 games. 4 games, excuse me. He hits that one to center field and deep. Higgins back. It's up against the wall. Cairo will score, and they will hold Lofton at third base.
Ball was struck well. They're trying to be the leader on a team. He just is trying to fit right in here.
Base hit left field. In comes one. Jeter held at third. It's a 3-2 ball game. Oh, how those walks just come back to kill you.
It off.
Giambi pops it up. David Eckstein. 2 outs.
Angels in their power and their order.
Sheffield ground ball short. Eckstein gets his man, and the Yankees are done in their half of the third, but they score 2 runs off Calvin to make it a 3-2 game.